Hello, everyone. It's me, Maya, and today we're going to talk about the Bible. I know I'm not the only one who looks at the Bible as this big, overwhelming text. Like, this is not a novel here. Like, this is like thousands of pages. And when the pastor says go to a certain scripture, you're like, you look at the table of contents first, and then you try to flip to it as quickly as you can. I mean, I've always had this the Bible used to always be this untouchable. I'd only open it during services. But I think once I started to have my own personal study and I found stories that spoke to me as a person and as a Christian, it started getting a little easier. I think if you want to start your own study, you need to look at the Bible as a instruction guide, as something that's not so scary, because it's really not. It's just really it's almost like a history book of things that happened in the past and the things that give you lessons. And I found that when I started looking at it as just open it up and read it and see what you'll find, it got so much more interesting. Because when I really started reading for myself, I found the craziest stories that are just like, this happened? Like, oh my god, this is so funny or hilarious or just crazy that it just blows your mind how cool it is once you take the fear out of it. So some of my favorite stories, I think my favorite book overall is Joshua. Like, Joshua was just levels on levels on levels. Like, he kicked butt, he took names. It was just he was a prime example of God's power and God's promises for a person's life. My favorite part was when he legit ordered God, hey, I need this sun to stay up. And God listened. So in the story, Joshua found that the more they had light, or the longer the sun stayed in the sky, their team was winning. But if it were to go dark, they would lose. So he looked at the sun. It's like, sun, stand still, and it did. And they say that this was the first time where nature and God bowed to man, and it showed us that the power that we have, just sun, is the boldness of that our prayers could be. And it's just it gives you encouragement knowing that you have that same power. You can order the sun if you want to. Sun stands still and it stood still. Another good story that I like, which is also in Joshua, was I want to say the Battle of Jericho, but I don't really remember, and I don't have my Bible on me. But it's when they were surrounding the wall. I think it's Jericho. I'll put a note if I'm wrong. It was the wall. And God ordered them to circle the wall for 7 days, once every day, and then on the seventh day, circle it 7 times. And they blew the horn, and then the wall came down, and the wall came down so much that it was dust, and people could easily walk over it. And when you look at that, and you can just imagine being there, and you're like, okay, I'm on this guy's side, because this guy, and that's how the Bible went. It's people heard of the stories of God's favor, I'm not messing with this guy. I am not messing with this guy. I just really enjoy that story because I think about it when you need encouragement. And I also there was this book called The Circle Maker by Mark Batterson, and he was talking about how you would circle what you want in prayer, much like the walls of Jericho, and then once you circle it and you put a stake to God and saying, yes, God, this is what I want, your walls come back down and the way is clear. So that's another good one. The third one is just me and my weird, just like, not humor, but like the sort of like action-y type stories that I like. Jezebel's death. And I know you're looking at me like, how could that be a good story? But I'm telling you, that was one of the craziest deaths that I've ever, like, they ever talk about in the Bible. That one's in, I think that might be it's in Joshua or Judges. It's probably in Joshua. I tell you, Joshua's my favorite book of the Bible. And it's Jezebel, like, basically Jezebel already had this curse on her that she was going to die and that, because of the crap that she did, and she was going to get eaten by dogs. But when it actually happened, you're still reading, like, it's like you're reading a novel. It's like, oh my God. And so basically the people came to get Jezebel, and this guy, I want to say Jehu, what happened was Jezebel literally prettied herself up. She got herself looking all nice, and she was like, "You gonna have to come up here and get me if you want me." And when she looked down to, I think his name was Jehu, she was like, "What's good, Zimri?" And basically it was like king killer. It was like a derogatory term. It's like, "What's good?" And like, even to her death, she was still talking trash. And then Jehu was like, if any of y'all up there are our followers, are with us, throw her down here. Literally, she was in like the second or third floor, and they threw her out the window. And I'm reading this like, what? They literally threw this chick out the window. And I'm like, this is literally in the Bible. I think I want to leave links to the scriptures, because you have to read this, because when I read this stuff, and it's just like, you mean the Bible? It's not this stuffy like text that people are like making you read when you're in Bible study or when you're in Sunday school. Like, there's legit like crazy story that you can tell your friends and laugh at, because it's just so like, you get so excited because I think sometimes you're taught that the Bible is just like this ancient text that can't relate to you. But like, if you read any of the Proverbs or the Psalms, like this, it's stuff that speaks to any time period. And there's some like these crazy stories of this crap that the Gospels and everybody got into, that like you think of like your problems that you're having during any time period. Like, it's not new. Like, you'll survive it because other people have survived it too. So and I think getting into your own study is also good, because you sort of learn for yourself what the Bible means for you. Of like, I know some people justify hurting people by using Bible verses, but really, once you read it for yourself, it's like, wait, but the God says you're supposed to love everybody. So what is this you're using? You can really come back at people, the Christians, of like, the Bible is not a weapon. The Bible is fun. The Bible is interesting. And the Bible is just like, you can you can literally sit at it and it's just like, this is really cool. I know sometimes the text can be easy, the text can be hard to kind of understand, especially if you read like King James or even the New King James Version. But guys, there's the Message Bible. There's like the New Living Translation. There are so many ways to like consume or read the Bible that's not as frustrating or overwhelming. So I think there's almost no reason to just explore it for yourself and really understand it for yourself, because that's the easiest way for you to grow and just get better as a person. Of like, you being able to know, okay, this is a scripture that I like. This is a story that just made me laugh so much, and I've got to tell somebody about it, because that makes me. It's when it helps you grow. It helps you build a relationship, and it's interesting. Like, at the end of the day, the Bible is interesting, and the people were crazy. So I hope you have enjoyed this discussion. Please let me know what you think. What are some of your favorite Bible stories? And just how have you gone about Bible study in general? Like, are you still scared of picking up the Bible by yourself? Or is it something that you've learned or you've gotten better at as the years gone by? I would really like to know. So let me know in the comment section and I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.